The Secret of the Whispering Library. In the quiet town of Greendale, there was a library older than anyone could remember. Its red brick walls leaned slightly, its tall windows blinked with dust, and its door always gave a polite creak when opened. 11-year-old Sam Piper loved it there. He'd curl up in the farthest corner with a book, the smell of old pages wrapping around him like a blanket. One rainy Tuesday, Sam noticed something odd. He was reading the tales of old Greendale when a whisper brushed past his ear. "Find me, before the clock strikes 12. He jumped, glancing around. Only Mrs. Penwick, the librarian, sat at her desk stamping returns. She hadn't spoken. Sam scribbled in his pocket notebook. Case, the Whispering Library clues. So far, 1. Voice came from empty corner. 2. Rainy day. Library nearly empty. 3. Time limit mentioned, midnight. The next whisper came when he reached page 72. In the place where stories sleep, a secret waits. Sam's heart thudded. He checked the shelves. Nothing unusual. But the words stories sleep reminded him of the locked attic upstairs. Mrs. Penwick had once told him it was where old, damaged books were kept. That night, Sam couldn't stop thinking about it. The next day, after school, he returned. Rain still fell, pattering against the windows. Mrs. Penwick busied herself behind the counter. Sam slipped upstairs. The attic door was locked, but a brass key hung on a nail nearby. Inside, the air smelled of dust and forgotten ink. Shelves sagged under the weight of books too tattered to display. Another whisper slithered through the air. "Hurry!" Sam followed the sound to a table in the center, where a single book lay open, though no wind had turned its pages. Its title was faded, but the cover showed a silver quill. When he touched it, the pages flipped on their own, stopping at a map of the library itself. A red X marked a spot in the basement. Sam knew the basement door was always locked, but the librarian's ring of keys hung from her chair. He crept back down, borrowed the keys, and returned to the heavy wooden door under the stairs. The basement was darker than night. Shelves of old furniture and boxes lined the walls. In the farthest corner sat a tall grandfather clock, its pendulum swinging slowly. Beneath it, something glinted. He knelt and pulled out a small wooden box. Inside was a quill made of real silver, its tip glowing faintly. A voice filled the air, louder now, yet warm. "Thank you, Sam. I am the Quill of Stories. Long ago, I gave this library its magic. Every book you read here was once a whisper I wrote. But I was locked away, and my ink has grown thin." Sam swallowed. "What happens at midnight?" "If I have no ink by then, the library will forget its tales. The books will go blank." Sam's thoughts raced. Ink? Where could he get magical ink? Then he remembered the attic's old inkwells. He darted upstairs, found one with a faint golden sheen, and hurried back. The quill dipped itself in the ink, and a wave of warm air swept through the basement. The clock struck 12, but instead of silence, the air filled with the faint rustle of thousands of turning pages. When Sam returned upstairs, the library seemed brighter. Mrs. Penwick smiled knowingly at him. "You've been somewhere you shouldn't, haven't you?" Sam grinned but said nothing. The next day, the tales of old Greendale had a new final chapter, one about a boy who answered a whisper and saved a library's heart. Sam closed his notebook with a satisfied scribble. Case closed, but I think the quill might have more to say. If you enjoyed this story, please give a like and subscribe for more. Sweet dreams, little ones.